Do you ever ponder the power of your thoughts? In this video, we embark on a journey into the teachings of Buddhism, a philosophy that has endured for centuries and offers profound insights into the nature of mind and reality. Lesson 1. Turn mindfulness into a lifestyle. Mindfulness is the essence of living in the present moment. It is not just a practice but a way of being. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness brings clarity and calmness to the mind. When you practice mindfulness, you become aware of your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. You begin to see things as they are, not as you wish them to be. This awareness creates space for understanding and wisdom. To make mindfulness a lifestyle, start by paying attention to simple daily activities. Notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground when you walk. Feel the texture of the food when you eat. Listen to the sounds around you without distraction. Each of these small actions brings you closer to the present moment. Over time, mindfulness becomes a habit that permeates your entire life. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of breathing in mindfulness. Your breath is your anchor. Whenever your mind feels scattered, return to your breath. Take deep, slow breaths and feel the air entering and leaving your body. This practice grounds you and helps you focus. It reminds you that the present moment is all you truly have. Mindfulness also extends to how you speak and act. Buddhism teaches that our words and deeds have power. When you speak mindfully, your words carry kindness and truth. When you act with mindfulness, you bring peace to yourself and others. This way of living creates harmony and reduces suffering. Making mindfulness a lifestyle also involves understanding impermanence. Life is always changing. By staying mindful, you learn to accept change instead of resisting it. This acceptance brings peace. You stop clinging to what you cannot control. Instead, you flow with life's natural rhythms. Through mindfulness, you also develop compassion. When you are fully present, you see the struggles of others more clearly. You respond with kindness and understanding. This compassionate way of living deepens your connection to the world. It reminds you that we are all interconnected. To cultivate mindfulness as a lifestyle, practice every day. Set aside a few minutes each morning to meditate. Use this time to center yourself and prepare for the day ahead. As you go about your day, bring mindfulness to every activity. At night, reflect on your actions and thoughts with gentleness. Over time, you will notice profound changes in how you think and live. Lesson 2. Visualize the life you wish to lead. Buddhism teaches that our thoughts shape our reality. What we focus on grows. If we think with kindness and positivity, our lives reflect those qualities. Visualization is a powerful tool to create the life you want. It aligns your thoughts with your aspirations, guiding you toward your goals. Start by creating a clear image of the life you wish to lead. Visualize it in detail. See yourself living with peace, joy, and purpose. Picture your surroundings, your actions, and your emotions. Let this vision fill your mind and heart. The more vividly you imagine it, the more real it becomes in your subconscious mind. Buddhist teachings remind us that our intentions shape our actions. When you visualize, set pure intentions. Let your desires come from a place of compassion and wisdom. Do not focus on material gain or selfish goals. Instead, align your vision with values like kindness, generosity, and peace. This ensures that your aspirations benefit not only yourself but also others. Visualization also involves affirming your potential. Buddhism teaches that every person has inner strength and wisdom. Believe in your ability to create a meaningful life. Replace self-doubt with confidence. As you visualize your future, Remind yourself that you have the power to bring it into existence. Action is an essential part of visualization. Your thoughts guide your actions, but it is your actions that create change. Take small, consistent steps toward your vision. Each step brings you closer to the life you imagine. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. This positive reinforcement keeps you motivated. Gratitude is another key aspect of visualization. As you focus on your dreams, also appreciate what you already have. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your mind focused on abundance. It reminds you that even as you strive for more, there is beauty in the present moment. Buddhism also teaches patience. The life you visualize may not come into being overnight. Trust the process. Keep your vision alive in your mind and continue to work toward it. With time and effort, your thoughts and actions will align, and your life will transform. Visualizing the life you wish to lead is a practice of hope and faith. It empowers you to take charge of your destiny. By focusing your mind on positive possibilities, you create a path toward a fulfilling and joyful existence. This practice is a testament to the truth that what we think, we become. Lesson 3. Learn to sit with silence. Silence is a powerful teacher. In Buddhism, silence is not merely the absence of sound but a state of inner stillness. It is in silence that we connect with our true selves. By sitting with silence, we learn to listen to our thoughts and emotions without distraction. This practice helps us understand ourselves more deeply. Sitting with silence requires patience and discipline. Begin by finding a quiet place where you can be alone. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Focus on your breath. As you breathe in and out, let your mind settle. Thoughts will come and go. Do not fight them or follow them. Simply observe them with calmness. Over time, your mind will become quieter. Buddhism teaches that silence allows us to see the nature of our thoughts. Many of our thoughts are based on fear, desire, or ignorance. By observing them in silence, we begin to understand their origins. This understanding helps us let go of thoughts that do not serve us. It brings clarity and peace. Sitting with silence also helps us develop equanimity. Life is full of ups and downs. When we are silent, we learn to face challenges without being overwhelmed. We see that difficulties are temporary. This perspective strengthens our inner resilience. It teaches us to remain calm in the face of adversity. Silence also deepens our connection to the present moment. When we sit quietly, we become aware of the beauty around us. We notice the gentle rustle of leaves, the warmth of the sun, or the rhythm of our heartbeat. These small moments of awareness bring joy and gratitude. They remind us of the richness of life. Buddhist teachings emphasize that silence is a path to wisdom. In the stillness of the mind, insights arise. We begin to see the interconnectedness of all things. This understanding fosters compassion and kindness. It helps us live in harmony with others and the world. Practicing silence is not about escaping from life. It is about embracing life more fully. By sitting with silence, we cultivate inner strength and clarity. We become more present, more compassionate, and more at peace. This practice transforms not only our minds but also our lives. Lesson 4. Transform fear into compassion. Fear is a natural emotion, but it often holds us back. Buddhism teaches that fear arises from ignorance and attachment. We fear losing what we have or not getting what we want. By understanding the nature of fear, we can transform it into compassion. The first step is to acknowledge your fear. Do not ignore it or push it away. Sit with it and observe it. Ask yourself what is causing this fear. Is it based on reality, Or is it a product of your mind? By examining your fear, you begin to understand it. This understanding reduces its power over you. Buddhist teachings remind us that fear is rooted in the illusion of separation. We see ourselves as separate from others and the world. This illusion creates feelings of vulnerability. When we recognize that we are interconnected, our fear diminishes. We see that we are never truly alone. Compassion is the antidote to fear. When you feel fear, turn your attention outward. Think of others who may be feeling the same fear. Send them thoughts of kindness and understanding. This practice shifts your focus from self-centered fear to selfless compassion. It reminds you that we all share the same struggles. Transforming fear into compassion also involves letting go of attachment. Fear often arises from clinging to things we cannot control. By accepting impermanence, we free ourselves from this attachment. We learn to embrace change with grace. This acceptance brings peace and reduces fear. Another practice is to cultivate loving kindness. Repeat affirmations of love and goodwill toward yourself and others. Say, "May I be safe. May I be happy. May all beings be safe and happy." These affirmations replace fear with a sense of warmth and connection. They remind you of the love that exists within and around you. Buddhism teaches that fear can be a teacher. It shows us where we need to grow. By facing our fears with courage and compassion, we transform them into sources of strength. This process helps us live with greater freedom and joy. It reminds us that what we think, we become. Lesson 5. Break free from the cycle of reaction. Life is full of challenges. Often, we react impulsively to situations, creating more suffering. Buddhism teaches that freedom comes from breaking this cycle of reaction. Instead of reacting, we learn to respond with wisdom and compassion. The first step is to pause. When faced with a difficult situation, take a moment to breathe. This pause gives you space to observe your emotions. Instead of being controlled by them, you gain clarity. You see the situation more objectively. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of mindfulness in breaking the cycle of reaction. When you are mindful, you are aware of your thoughts and feelings. You notice them without judgment. This awareness helps you choose your response instead of reacting impulsively. Another practice is to cultivate patience. Impulsive reactions often arise from impatience. By practicing patience, you learn to tolerate discomfort. You give yourself time to think before acting. This practice creates harmony in your relationships and peace in your mind. Compassion is also key to breaking the cycle of reaction. When someone hurts you, it is easy to react with anger. But Buddhism teaches that anger only creates more suffering. Instead, try to understand the other person's perspective. Respond with kindness and forgiveness. This approach transforms conflict into connection. Buddhist teachings remind us that our reactions are shaped by our past. Many of our habits and patterns come from old wounds or conditioning. By practicing self-inquiry, we can identify these patterns. We can let go of what no longer serves us. This process frees us to respond with wisdom. Breaking the cycle of reaction also involves practicing equanimity. Life will always have ups and downs. By staying balanced, you learn to accept both joy and sorrow without being overwhelmed. This balance brings inner peace and resilience. This practice transforms your mind and your life. It helps you live with greater awareness and intention. By responding instead of reacting, you create a life of peace and harmony. Lesson 6. Adopt the beginner's mind. The beginner's mind is open and curious. It is free from judgment and preconceptions. Buddhism teaches that adopting the beginner's mind allows us to see life with fresh eyes. It helps us approach each moment with wonder and possibility. To cultivate the beginner's mind, let go of the need to be an expert. Approach each experience as if it is new. Be curious and open to learning. This mindset keeps you humble and receptive. It reminds you that there is always more to discover. The beginner's mind also involves letting go of expectations. When you cling to expectations, you limit your experience. By releasing them, you open yourself to new possibilities. You see things as they are, not as you want them to be. This practice brings clarity and freedom. Buddhist teachings remind us that the beginner's mind is rooted in mindfulness. When you are fully present, you experience life more deeply. You notice details that you might otherwise overlook. This awareness enriches your understanding and appreciation of life. Compassion is another aspect of the beginner's mind. When you approach others with an open mind, you see their struggles and strengths more clearly. You respond with kindness and empathy. This practice deepens your relationships and fosters connection. Adopting the beginner's mind also means embracing change. Life is constantly evolving. When you cling to the past, you resist growth. The beginner's mind helps you accept change with grace. It reminds you that each moment is an opportunity to start anew. This practice brings joy and inspiration to your life. It helps you live with greater awareness and appreciation. By adopting the beginner's mind, you align yourself with the truth that what we think, we become. Lesson 7. Use the power of self-inquiry. Self-inquiry is the practice of looking within. Buddhism teaches that true understanding comes from knowing yourself. By asking the right questions, you uncover your true nature. This practice brings clarity and wisdom. Begin by observing your thoughts and emotions. Notice what arises in your mind. Do not judge or suppress them. Simply watch with curiosity. This observation helps you understand your patterns and beliefs. It reveals the root of your suffering. Self-inquiry also involves examining your intentions. Buddhism teaches that our intentions shape our actions. By reflecting on your motives, you ensure that they come from a place of kindness and wisdom. This practice helps you live with integrity and purpose. Another aspect of self-inquiry is embracing impermanence. Life is always changing. By accepting this truth, you free yourself from clinging. You learn to appreciate each moment for what it is. This acceptance brings peace and joy. Compassion is also part of self-inquiry. As you explore your inner world, be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. This self-compassion strengthens your resilience and fosters growth. Buddhist teachings remind us that self-inquiry is a lifelong practice. There is always more to learn and discover. By continuing this journey, you deepen your understanding and wisdom. You align yourself with the truth that what we think, we become. This practice transforms your mind and your life. It helps you live with greater awareness and intention. By knowing yourself, you unlock the potential to create a life of peace, joy, and purpose.